So this video will follow the cropping tutorial. This one is about using adjustments to help define your photograph better. So the one thing we want to do, right now I have a 5x7. If you were to hit Control R, that's a shortcut to bring up your rulers. That way you can make sure that it's 5x7. All right, so when we go to adjustments, we're going to go in the same place each time. You're going to go to Image, Adjustments, and you're going to first go to Levels. What levels is? Levels is a way to is a snapshot of the lights and darks of your photograph. If you notice, they have a tendency to run off the edges. If they do that, you're not going to move any of these sliders. If you move the sliders too much, you'll destroy your photograph. So all we're doing is we're using this to enhance it. So since both of mine are hanging off, I'm not going to touch the blacks or the whites, but I am going to go and I can adjust the midtone. If I go to the left, it lightens. If I go to the right, it darkens. So I'll give a little bit of darkness to it and then push OK. If I were to reopen it again, I'm going to get off of that tool. If I were to reopen it again, now all those lines are information that we trashed. The ones that go above are the ones that are adding to it. The more you do this, the more it starts to demolish your actual photo. You really can't see it. It's taking pixels away and adding pixels. Remember, our photograph is made of pixels. So if I zoom in and I'm using my magnifying glass and I keep going in, you can see that it's made of pixels. And right now in the bottom left corner, it tells you mine is 12,800% zoomed in. Well, yeah, are we ever going to zoom in that far? Some people do when they actually sign their artwork digitally. So if I double click on my hand tool, it will put me back in screen. If I double click on the magnifying glass, that zooms in at 100%. And you can see that in the bottom left-hand corner. All right, so we'll continue on with our adjustments. So the next one, we're going to go ahead, we're going to go to vibrance. Vibrance means about how bright something is. So if you look back here, you can see the reds, they look really, really bright. If I were to drop this all the way down, you can see how muted it looks. If I add the vibrance, everything just enhances. So you can see how red in the background, orange my face is. So if that's the way your picture looked, by taking some of that vibrance away, you'll be able to get that beautiful color back into your skin tone. Saturation means that imagine a sponge being underwater. When it's completely full, it's saturated. If I squeeze it, I desaturate it. And in here, when I desaturate it, I get my first glimpse at a grayscale. If I oversaturate, then I look like an orange peel. So again, this is only using this to help enhance the photograph. That's it. There are some really cool effects that you can get from this, but remember, that's not our goal right now. Our goal is to make sure that we get a nice, perfect photograph. All right, so I'm just going to push OK. All right, I'm going to go to the next one. So I'm going to go from here. I'm going to go to hue and saturation. Now, with hue and saturation, again, I saturate. If I desaturate, I get a grayscale. If I oversaturate, I get that orange. You can see it's doing it to the whole picture. We can eventually select areas, only do certain parts. And if I lighten or darken, it literally gets rid of the picture. So most of the time, we don't use this very often. If you play around with the hue, what it does is it goes through this gamut of different colors. And as you're doing it, you get some really cool effects. Again, that's not necessarily what we're looking to do. So I'm just going to cancel it. I just wanted to show you what it did. All right, the next one that we're going to do is color balance. So color balance allows us to adjust color and take colors away. So right now, if you look at my picture, it has a little bit of orange in it. So I'm going to take this top slider, I'm going to move it to the left a little bit and add a little bit of green. I have too much, or cyan. If I add too much cyan, you can see it. The objective is to take some of the color away if it's too much. I still have some magenta in my face, so I'm going to go towards the green. Again, if I go too much, it starts to turn green. I'm just trying to base my color a little bit closer to my actual skin tone. Right? And when you do that and leave it on midtones for now, just push OK. So at this point, I'm not going to go over any more of these adjustments. I am going to go through, I have tutorials already set up for all the other ones. So what we're going to do is we are going to end this part of the tutorial. But before we do, we're going to go Control S. What Control S does is resaves this over the original one that we did. That is the only time you're going to use Control S unless I tell you otherwise.